In a bustling courtroom filled with anticipation, a young man stands before the judge, his demeanor calm yet unassuming. The air is thick with tension as the gavel strikes, and the judge, a seasoned figure known for his stern demeanor, prepares to deliver his verdict. Laughter erupts from the bench, echoing through the room as the judge dismisses the young man's arguments as naive and foolish. Little does he know that beneath the surface of this seemingly ordinary defendant lies a mind sharper than any legal sword, a genius lawyer in disguise, ready to turn the tables. As the proceedings unfold, the audience witnesses a classic clash of perception versus reality. The courtroom, a place where justice is sought and lives can change in an instant, becomes a stage for an unexpected transformation. The young man, dressed in simple attire, has chosen this unconventional path for a reason. His plan is meticulously crafted, relying on a deep understanding of legal intricacies that most would overlook. With each passing moment, the judge's laughter morphs into a palpable tension, as the young man's words begin to weave an intricate tapestry of logic and insight, challenging the very foundation of the judge's initial dismissal. The timing of this encounter couldn't be more critical. In a world where appearances often dictate outcomes, the young man's choice to disguise his brilliance serves as a bold commentary on the nature of judgment itself. As he articulates his defense, his arguments resonate with clarity and conviction, revealing a profound understanding of the law that belies his youthful exterior. The judge, initially amused, finds himself grappling with the weight of the young man's intellect, the laughter fading into an uneasy silence. What began as a moment of ridicule evolves into a realization that challenges the judge's preconceived notions of authority and expertise. The methodology employed by the young man is as clever as it is audacious. By presenting himself as an underdog, he not only captures the attention of the courtroom, but also dismantles the barriers that often separate the learned from the layman. This strategic choice invites the judge and the audience to reconsider their biases, forcing them to confront the uncomfortable truth that brilliance can emerge from the most unexpected places. The young man's journey is not just a personal triumph, it is a reminder that intelligence and capability can be cloaked in humility, waiting for the right moment to shine. As the final arguments unfold, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. The judge, once a figure of authority who wielded laughter as a weapon, now sits in contemplative silence, grappling with the revelation that has unfolded before him. The impact of this encounter extends beyond the courtroom walls, igniting conversations about the nature of judgment, the importance of recognizing hidden potential, and the power of humility in the face of arrogance. In a world that often values surface over substance, this young man's story serves as a beacon of hope, inspiring others to look beyond appearances and seek the brilliance that lies beneath. In the end, laughter gives way to respect, and the courtroom stands as a testament to the transformative power of understanding, reminding everyone present that true genius often wears a disguise. In a bustling courtroom, the air thick with anticipation, a young man stood nervously before the judge. The wooden gavel's echo faded as the judge, a seasoned figure known for his stern demeanor, surveyed the room with a mix of authority and skepticism. The young man, dressed in an ill-fitting suit that hinted at his inexperience, fidgeted with the edges of his notes, casting furtive glances at the seasoned attorneys who filled the rows behind him. They were seasoned professionals, each one a master of legal strategy, and the young man felt like a fish out of water among them. The case at hand was a high-profile one, drawing attention from the media and spectators alike, and the weight of it pressed heavily on his shoulders. As the proceedings began, the judge's voice boomed, cutting through the murmurs of the audience. He glanced at the young man who was struggling to articulate his opening statement. A smirk crept across the judge's face, a clear indication of his disbelief in the young man's capabilities. The judge had seen countless hopefuls come and go, but none had ever impressed him as much as the seasoned lawyers who filled the courtroom. The young man's stammering words only served to fuel the judge's amusement, and the audience began to chuckle, sensing the judge's mocking demeanor. The atmosphere shifted, and the young man felt the weight of judgment pressing down on him, each chuckle a reminder of his perceived inadequacy. However, beneath the surface of his nervous exterior lay a mind that was anything but ordinary. The young man had spent years studying the law, not in prestigious institutions, but through relentless self-education and practical experience. He had faced numerous challenges that had shaped his understanding of the legal system, honing his skills in the shadows while others basked in the limelight. As he gathered his thoughts, a flicker of determination ignited within him. He was not just there to play a role, he was there to prove himself, to challenge the assumptions that had been laid upon him. The turning point came when the young man began to speak with clarity and conviction. His arguments, initially met with laughter, began to resonate with the audience. Each point he made was meticulously crafted, drawing on legal precedents and weaving them into a narrative that captivated those present. The judge, initially dismissive, found himself leaning forward, intrigued by the young man's unexpected prowess. The laughter that had once filled the courtroom faded into an attentive silence as the young man unveiled his strategy, revealing a depth of understanding that belied his appearance. As the young man concluded, the judge's expression shifted from amusement to respect. The silence that enveloped the room spoke volumes, a testament to the transformation that had taken place. No longer was the young man a mere novice. He had emerged as a formidable force, challenging the very foundations of the courtroom's expectations. The judge, now fully aware of the young man's genius, remained silent, pondering the implications of this unexpected turn of events. In that moment, the young man had not only changed the course of the case, but had also redefined his own identity, proving that brilliance often hides behind the most unassuming facades. As you embark on this journey of discovery and growth, imagine the possibilities that await you. By joining our vibrant community, you'll gain access to exclusive insights, inspiring stories, and a network of like-minded individuals ready to uplift each other. Don't miss out on the chance to share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for regular updates that ignite your passion. Together, let's turn aspirations into achievements. Take that step today. In a bustling courtroom filled with the murmur of onlookers and the rustling of legal documents, a young man stands nervously before the judge. He appears disheveled, his clothes slightly wrinkled, and his demeanor lacks the confidence typically associated with seasoned lawyers. The judge, a stern figure with a reputation for his no-nonsense approach, casts a skeptical glance at the young man. The courtroom erupts in laughter as the judge quips about the young man's apparent inexperience, dismissing him as just another amateur trying to navigate the complexities of law. This moment, filled with derision, serves as a poignant reminder of the often superficial judgments society makes based on appearances alone. However, what the judge and the audience do not realize is that this young man is no ordinary individual. Beneath the unassuming exterior lies a brilliant legal mind, a genius in disguise who has spent years studying the law in secret. He has mastered the intricacies of legal theory, dissected case law, and developed a keen understanding of courtroom dynamics. This juxtaposition between the judge's initial mockery and the young man's hidden prowess sets the stage for a dramatic transformation. The significance of this moment extends beyond mere courtroom theatrics. It highlights the theme of underestimation and the potential that often lies dormant beneath the surface. As the proceedings unfold, the young man gathers his thoughts and prepares to present his case. With each passing moment, the laughter begins to fade, replaced by an air of curiosity and intrigue. He articulates his arguments with clarity and precision, weaving in legal precedents and compelling evidence that challenge the assumptions held by the judge and the spectators. The courtroom, once filled with laughter, now hangs on his every word, captivated by the unexpected depth of his knowledge and the strength of his convictions. This shift not only alters the atmosphere in the room, but also serves as a turning point in the young man's journey as he begins to reclaim his narrative from the clutches of ridicule. The judge, initially dismissive, soon finds himself grappling with the realization that he has misjudged this young man. As the evidence mounts and the arguments resonate, the judge's laughter turns to silence, a powerful acknowledgement of the young man's capabilities. This moment is significant not only for the young man, but also for the judge, who must confront his own biases and the limitations of his preconceived notions. The courtroom becomes a microcosm of society, illustrating how easily talent can be overlooked when wrapped in an unconventional package. In the end, the young man's triumph serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of looking beyond the surface. It encourages a re-evaluation of how we perceive others and the assumptions we make based on appearances. This narrative underscores the idea that brilliance can often be hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to emerge. As the judge falls silent, the courtroom witnesses not just a legal victory, but a profound lesson in humility, respect, and the recognition of untapped potential. The young man's journey from ridicule to respect resonates deeply, leaving an indelible mark on all who were present that day, a testament to the power of perseverance and the courage to defy expectations. In a bustling city courtroom, tensions ran high as the judge prepared to hear a case that had captured public attention. The defendant, a young man accused of a serious crime, sat nervously at the defense table. The media had painted him as a delinquent, and the public seemed eager for a swift conviction. As the proceedings began, the judge, known for his stern demeanor, glanced at the young man and scoffed, dismissing him as just another troubled youth. What the judge didn't realize was that this young man was not who he appeared to be. He was a brilliant lawyer in disguise, determined to expose the flaws in the justice system that had already condemned him in the eyes of society. This incident highlights a critical issue: the pervasive assumption that appearances dictate competence and intelligence. Recent studies indicate that over 70% of people form opinions about someone's abilities based on first impressions alone. This bias can have devastating consequences, especially in legal settings where the stakes are high. The young man's situation serves as a stark reminder of how easily the justice system can fail those who are underestimated, leading to wrongful convictions and a loss of faith in legal institutions. As the courtroom drama unfolded, it became clear that the judge's laughter was not just a moment of mockery. It symbolized a larger problem of systemic bias that could lead to irreversible damage. As the trial progressed, the young man began to reveal his true capabilities. He articulated complex legal arguments with clarity and precision, gradually shifting the courtroom's atmosphere from one of derision to intrigue. Witnesses were called, evidence was presented, and the judge, once quick to belittle, found himself grappling with the young man's unexpected legal prowess. The audience, initially skeptical, began to lean forward, captivated by the unfolding narrative. This moment served as a powerful reminder of the need to look beyond superficial judgments and recognize the potential that lies within individuals, regardless of their outward appearance or background. The urgency of this narrative extends beyond the courtroom. In an age where misinformation spreads rapidly and societal divisions deepen, understanding the implications of bias is more critical than ever. The young man's journey reflects a broader struggle against stereotypes and preconceived notions that can cloud judgment and impede justice. As communities grapple with issues of equity and representation, the story serves as a call to action for individuals to challenge their own biases and advocate for a more inclusive understanding of capability. Ultimately, the courtroom incident underscores a vital truth. Brilliance can often be hidden behind a facade of ignorance, and it is imperative to foster an environment where potential is recognized and nurtured. As the judge fell silent, the message was clear. The legal system and society at large must evolve to embrace a more nuanced understanding of intelligence and worth. The young man's story is not just about one individual's fight for justice. It is a rallying cry for all to reconsider how we judge others and to ensure that every voice is heard, regardless of how it may first appear. In a bustling courtroom, the atmosphere is thick with anticipation as the judge prepares to hear a case that has drawn the attention of the community. The young man standing before the bench appears nervous, his hands fidgeting as he glances at the assembled crowd. The judge, an imposing figure with years of experience etched into his stern features, looks down at the young man with a mixture of amusement and skepticism. To the judge, this young man seems out of place, a mere novice in a world dominated by seasoned attorneys. His laughter echoes through the courtroom, a sound that carries both derision and disbelief, suggesting that the young man's presence is little more than a farce. However, beneath the surface of this initial impression lies a complex web of deception and intellect. The young man, seemingly hapless, is not what he appears. He is, in fact, a brilliant lawyer in disguise, a master of legal strategy and rhetoric, who has chosen this unconventional approach to challenge the system. His intent is not merely to win a case, but to expose the biases and assumptions that often cloud judgment in the courtroom. The judge's laughter, while dismissive, serves as a catalyst for the young man's resolve. It ignites a fire within him, a determination to prove that appearances can be deceiving and that true capability often lies hidden beneath the surface. As the proceedings unfold, the young man begins to speak. His voice, initially shaky, gains strength and clarity as he lays out the facts of the case with precision. He employs a series of clever arguments, weaving together legal principles and real-world implications that resonate with the jury. The judge, who once found amusement in the young man's presence, begins to shift in his seat, the laughter fading as he realizes the depth of the young man's understanding. Each point he makes is not just a defense of his client, but a challenge to the preconceived notions that the judge and others in the courtroom may hold about youth and competence. The courtroom atmosphere transforms as the audience becomes captivated by the young man's eloquence and insight. The judge, now fully engaged, begins to see the young man not as a mere novice, but as a formidable opponent. The laughter that once filled the room is replaced by a palpable tension, a recognition that this young lawyer possesses a unique perspective that demands respect. The shift in the judge's demeanor reflects a broader truth about the legal system, that wisdom can emerge from unexpected places, and that the traditional markers of success do not always define one's capability. As the young man concludes his arguments, a silence envelops the courtroom, a moment of reflection where the judge and the audience grapple with the implications of what they have just witnessed. The young lawyer has not only defended his client, but has also challenged the very foundations of how justice is perceived and administered. In this pivotal moment, the judge's silence speaks volumes, signaling a newfound respect for the young man and an acknowledgement of the complexities inherent in the pursuit of justice. This encounter serves as a reminder that the legal arena is not merely a battleground for established professionals, but a space where innovation and fresh perspectives can flourish. The young man's journey from ridicule to respect highlights the importance of looking beyond surface appearances and recognizing the potential for brilliance in unexpected forms. In a world often quick to judge, this story underscores the value of humility, open-mindedness, and the transformative power of knowledge. In a bustling courtroom, the atmosphere was thick with anticipation as the judge prepared to hear a case that had garnered significant public interest. The defendant, a young man who appeared disheveled and nervous, stood before the bench. As he fumbled through his notes, the judge couldn't help but chuckle at the sight of what seemed like an inexperienced amateur. However, unbeknownst to everyone, this young man was a brilliant lawyer in disguise, employing a strategic methodology to expose the flaws in the prosecution's case. To begin with, he had meticulously researched every angle of the case, gathering evidence that would later prove crucial. He spent countless hours poring over legal texts, analyzing precedents, and understanding the nuances of courtroom procedure. This preparation was not merely academic, it was a tactical approach aimed at identifying weaknesses in the opposing counsel's argument. By understanding the law deeply, he was able to anticipate the prosecution's moves and prepare counter-arguments that would later leave the courtroom in stunned silence. As the trial unfolded, the young man employed a series of practical techniques to establish credibility and engage the jury. He used storytelling to frame his arguments, weaving a narrative that resonated emotionally with the jurors. For instance, he recounted the circumstances surrounding the case, painting a vivid picture of the events leading up to the incident. This method not only humanized his client, but also created a compelling context that made the jury reconsider their preconceived notions. The use of relatable anecdotes served to bridge the gap between the legal jargon and the jurors' everyday experiences, allowing them to see the case from a different perspective. In addition to storytelling, the young lawyer utilized visual aids to clarify complex legal concepts. He presented charts and diagrams that succinctly illustrated key points, making it easier for the jury to grasp the intricacies of the case. This approach not only enhanced understanding, but also kept the jurors engaged, ensuring they remained attentive throughout the proceedings. By transforming dense legal arguments into digestible visuals, he effectively communicated his points and reinforced his credibility as a knowledgeable advocate. As the trial progressed, the young man demonstrated the importance of adaptability. When the prosecution presented unexpected evidence, he remained calm and composed, quickly recalibrating his strategy. He asked probing questions during cross-examination that revealed inconsistencies in the prosecution's narrative, showcasing his ability to think on his feet. This adaptability not only impressed the jury, but also earned the respect of the judge, who had initially dismissed him as a mere novice. The culmination of his efforts became evident during closing arguments. With a newfound confidence, he delivered a powerful summation that not only reiterated the key points of his case, but also appealed to the jurors' sense of justice. He emphasized the importance of fair representation and the presumption of innocence, reminding them of their duty to uphold the law. The impact of his closing statement was palpable, as the jury was visibly moved, shifting their perceptions of both the case and the young lawyer. Ultimately, the verdict was in favor of the defendant, a triumph that left the courtroom buzzing. The judge, who had once laughed at the young man, now regarded him with newfound respect. This transformation highlighted the profound impact of preparation, adaptability, and effective communication in the legal arena. The young lawyer's journey serves as an inspiring reminder that appearances can be deceiving, and true brilliance often lies beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to shine. In the hallowed halls of justice, where gravitas often reigns supreme, the unexpected can serve as a powerful reminder of the complexities within human potential. Picture a young man, unassuming and perhaps a bit scruffy, standing before a judge who seems to relish the opportunity to dismiss him with a chuckle. This moment, seemingly trivial, is laden with the weight of societal perceptions and biases. The judge, a figure of authority, embodies the conventional wisdom that assumes wisdom and experience are synonymous with age. However, as the narrative unfolds, the young man reveals himself not as a mere novice, but as a brilliant legal mind cloaked in the guise of youthful naivete. This transformation from ridicule to respect illustrates a profound truth. The underestimated often hold the keys to innovative solutions and fresh perspectives. To delve deeper into this dynamic, one can draw parallels to the concept of disruptive innovation, a term popularized by Clayton Christensen. Just as established companies often overlook the potential of newcomers, the judicial system may sometimes undervalue the insights that younger generations can offer. In legal practice, where precedent often dictates the flow of arguments, the infusion of novel ideas can lead to groundbreaking outcomes. The young man's ability to navigate the intricate web of legal jargon and strategy, despite his initial appearance, reflects the importance of fostering an environment where diverse voices are not only heard, but celebrated. Research indicates that teams composed of varied backgrounds and experiences yield more creative solutions, a principle that holds true in the courtroom as much as in the boardroom. When the judge realizes the depth of the young man's intellect, the laughter fades, replaced by a contemplative silence that speaks volumes about the power of perception and the potential for growth. As the courtroom drama unfolds, it becomes evident that the young man's journey is not merely a personal triumph, but a clarion call for a broader re-evaluation of meritocracy within the legal profession. The transition from mockery to acknowledgement serves as a catalyst for change, urging legal institutions to embrace mentorship and inclusive practices that empower emerging talents. By fostering a culture where experience is valued alongside innovation, the legal field can benefit from a rich tapestry of ideas that challenge the status quo. This narrative resonates with the findings of the American Bar Association, which emphasizes the need for diversity in legal education and practice to better reflect the society it serves. The young man's genius, once obscured by superficial judgments, becomes a beacon for aspiring lawyers, illustrating that brilliance can be found in the most unexpected places. In conclusion, the seemingly simple exchange between the judge and the young man encapsulates a profound lesson about the nature of intelligence and the importance of open-mindedness. As the courtroom falls silent, it becomes a moment of reflection, not just for the judge but for all who witness this transformation. The young man's story is a reminder that true wisdom often lies beyond the surface, waiting to be discovered by those willing to look deeper. In a world that often prioritizes the familiar over the innovative, this narrative champions the notion that brilliance can emerge from the unlikeliest of sources, urging us all to remain vigilant against the biases that cloud our judgment. In the bustling halls of a courthouse, where the air is thick with tension and anticipation, a young man stands before the judge, his demeanor calm yet unassuming. The judge, an experienced figure with years of courtroom wisdom, chuckles at the young man's apparent naivety. He perceives the young man as just another defendant, perhaps a bit out of his depth in the legal labyrinth. However, unbeknownst to the judge, this seemingly ordinary individual possesses an extraordinary intellect, a fact that would soon turn the courtroom dynamics on their head. Research in cognitive psychology suggests that first impressions can often be misleading. A study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology reveals that people frequently make snap judgments based on superficial traits, which can overshadow more profound attributes like intelligence or skill, Ambadi and Rosenthal, 1992. This phenomenon is particularly evident in high-stakes environments like a courtroom, where appearances can dictate the flow of justice. The judge's initial laughter is a testament to this bias, highlighting how easily one can underestimate the capabilities of others based solely on their outward presentation. As the trial progresses, the young man begins to unveil his true potential. He articulates complex legal arguments with a clarity that leaves the courtroom in awe. His ability to dissect legal precedents and apply them to the case at hand demonstrates not only his knowledge, but also a strategic mind capable of navigating intricate legal frameworks. This transformation echoes the findings of a study in the Harvard Business Review, which emphasizes the importance of adaptability and situational awareness in high-pressure situations. Duhigg, 2016. The young man's calm demeanor, once perceived as a sign of weakness, becomes a powerful tool in his arsenal. The judge's laughter fades as he realizes that the young man is not merely a defendant, but a genius lawyer in disguise. This moment serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of human intelligence and the multifaceted nature of talent. According to psychologist Howard Gardner, intelligence is not a singular construct, but rather a spectrum that includes linguistic, logical, mathematical, and interpersonal skills, among others. Gardner, 1983. The young man's mastery of legal discourse showcases his exceptional logical mathematical intelligence, which allows him to navigate the intricacies of the law with finesse. Moreover, the courtroom setting itself serves as a microcosm of societal biases that often dictate perceptions of competence. A report from the American Bar Association highlights the ongoing challenges faced by young and diverse lawyers in gaining recognition and respect in traditionally conservative legal environments. ABA 2020. The young man's journey from underestimated defendant to respected advocate underscores the broader narrative of overcoming bias and the importance of recognizing talent in all its forms, regardless of age or appearance. As the trial reaches its climax, the judge, once filled with skepticism, now regards the young man with newfound respect. This shift in perception encapsulates the essence of growth and understanding in the legal profession. It serves as a powerful reminder that intelligence and capability can often be hidden beneath the surface, waiting for the right moment to shine. In a world where first impressions often dictate outcomes, the young man's story stands as a testament to the importance of looking beyond the facade to uncover the brilliance that lies within. In the end, the courtroom becomes a stage for not just a legal battle, but a celebration of intellect, resilience, and the transformative power of recognition. The judge's silence speaks volumes, marking a pivotal moment where respect is earned and the true nature of genius is acknowledged. In the unfolding drama, the initial perception of the young man as a mere fool quickly shifts when his true identity as a brilliant lawyer is revealed. The judge, who initially dismisses him with laughter, finds himself confronted by the unexpected depth of the young man's intellect and legal acumen. This moment serves as a pivotal turning point, highlighting the theme of underestimation and the complexities of judgment. The judge's laughter morphs into silence, illustrating the profound impact of the young man's revelation, not just on the courtroom dynamics, but also on the audience's understanding of appearances versus reality. As the narrative progresses, the young lawyer's cunning and strategic thinking become increasingly apparent. His ability to navigate the intricacies of the legal system, coupled with a keen understanding of human nature, positions him as a formidable opponent. This transformation from underestimated youth to a masterful legal mind underscores the importance of recognizing potential beyond surface-level impressions. The interplay between the judge's authority and the young man's ingenuity invites the audience to reflect on their own biases and the often unseen capabilities that individuals may possess. The courtroom becomes a microcosm of broader societal themes, where intelligence and capability can be obscured by preconceived notions. The judge's initial reaction serves as a reminder of the dangers of snap judgments. while the young man's ultimate revelation champions the idea that true worth often lies beneath the surface. This dynamic not only enriches the narrative, but also prepares the audience for the impending resolution, where the clash of intellect and authority will culminate in a decisive moment of truth. As the story approaches its climax, the tension builds around the implications of the young lawyer's newfound recognition. The stakes are raised, and the audience is left to ponder the ramifications of this shift in power dynamics. Will the judge, now aware of the young man's capabilities, adjust his approach? How will this revelation influence the outcome of the case at hand? The anticipation of a resolution looms large, promising to deliver a conclusion that resonates with the themes of justice, recognition, and the triumph of intellect over ignorance. In this intricate narrative, the interplay between the young lawyer and the judge encapsulates a broader commentary on the nature of authority and the potential for transformation. The audience is invited to consider the significance of understanding and valuing diverse perspectives, especially in environments where power and knowledge intersect. As the final resolution draws near, the stage is set for a confrontation that will not only determine the fate of the young lawyer, but also serve as a testament to the enduring power of intellect and the importance of looking beyond the obvious. The journey thus far has illuminated the complexities of human judgment, and the resolution promises to encapsulate these themes in a powerful and thought-provoking conclusion. In a courtroom filled with anticipation, a young man stands before a judge, seemingly out of place and unprepared. His demeanor is casual, his attire unassuming, leading the judge to dismiss him with laughter. However, this initial impression quickly shifts when the young man unveils his true identity as a brilliant lawyer in disguise. The judge's laughter fades, replaced by a profound silence as the realization of the young man's capabilities dawns upon him. This moment serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of looking beyond surface appearances and recognizing the potential that often lies hidden beneath. To address the themes embedded in this narrative, it is essential to cultivate an environment that values diversity and encourages individuals to showcase their unique talents, regardless of preconceived notions. First, educational institutions and legal organizations should implement mentorship programs that connect seasoned professionals with emerging talents. By fostering relationships that promote knowledge sharing, these programs can help bridge the gap between experience and potential, allowing young individuals to demonstrate their skills in supportive settings. This not only empowers the youth, but also enriches the legal community with fresh perspectives. Moreover, workshops and training sessions focusing on soft skills such as public speaking and critical thinking can be instrumental in enhancing the confidence of young lawyers. By equipping them with the tools necessary to articulate their ideas effectively, these initiatives can help dismantle the stereotypes that often cloud judgment in professional settings. As a result, we can expect to see a more inclusive environment where talent is recognized and celebrated, leading to innovative solutions and a more dynamic legal landscape. In addition to these strategies, it is crucial to encourage a culture of openness and receptivity within the judicial system. Judges and legal professionals should engage in regular training that emphasizes the importance of empathy and understanding in their interactions with defendants and young lawyers. This training can facilitate a shift in perspective, allowing judges to appreciate the diverse backgrounds and experiences of those who enter their courtrooms. By fostering a more compassionate approach, the legal system can become a space where individuals are not prematurely judged based on appearances, but rather assessed on their merits and capabilities. To ensure the success of these initiatives, stakeholders must collaborate to create a comprehensive action plan. This plan should outline specific goals, such as increasing the representation of young lawyers in courtrooms and establishing regular feedback mechanisms to assess progress. By setting measurable objectives, organizations can track improvements and adjust strategies as needed, ensuring that the momentum for change is sustained. Furthermore, engaging with community leaders and advocacy groups can amplify these efforts, creating a broader support network that champions the cause of recognizing hidden talent. In conclusion, the story of the young man who transformed the courtroom dynamic serves as a catalyst for change within the legal profession. By embracing mentorship, enhancing skill development, and fostering a culture of empathy, We can create an environment where every individual has the opportunity to shine, regardless of their background. It is time to act. Let us commit to these strategies and work together to build a legal system that truly reflects the brilliance of its diverse members. In the courtroom, a seemingly trivial moment unfolds when a judge dismisses a young man with laughter, underestimating him based on appearances and demeanor. This initial reaction is steeped in the age-old tendency to judge a book by its cover, where the young man's casual confidence is misread as naivety. Yet, the narrative takes a compelling turn as the young man reveals himself to be a genius lawyer in disguise. This twist not only shifts the power dynamics within the courtroom, but also serves as a poignant reminder of the hidden depths that individuals often possess. It challenges the preconceived notions that cloud our judgment and encourages a deeper exploration of the complexities that lie beneath the surface. The judge's laughter morphs into silence, symbolizing a moment of introspection and realization that wisdom and capability can emerge from the most unexpected places. As we reflect on this encounter, it becomes evident that the essence of the story transcends the immediate context of a courtroom drama. It speaks to the broader human experience, emphasizing the importance of recognizing potential in others and ourselves, regardless of superficial judgments. The young man's transformation from a figure of ridicule to one of respect underscores a vital lesson. Everyone has a story worth hearing, and often it is the unassuming individuals who hold the keys to profound insights and solutions. This narrative invites us to reconsider our interactions, urging us to approach each person with an open mind and a willingness to see beyond the surface. In a world that often rushes to conclusions, it is a call to embrace curiosity and humility, to acknowledge that brilliance can be cloaked in simplicity, and that true understanding requires patience and empathy. Ultimately, this tale serves as an inspiring reminder that greatness is not always immediately visible, and that every encounter holds the potential for growth and learning. By fostering a culture of respect and openness, we can create environments where hidden talents can flourish and where laughter can give way to dialogue and understanding. The judge's transformation from amusement to silence encapsulates a journey of enlightenment, urging us all to look beyond the obvious and recognize the extraordinary in the ordinary. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a more inclusive and compassionate society, where every voice is valued and every story has the power to inspire change. Thus, let us carry this lesson forward, embracing the diversity of human experience and celebrating the brilliance that often lies just beneath the surface.